I trust you have been waiting for life to become amazing, like the movies and the romance novels and people don't even read anymore. The romance chick flicks and the commercials. You're waiting for life to become this awesome, amazing, rad, sexy, thrilling life. And you need to know that that is a lie. Life is hard, and life has always been hard, and it always will be. Life requires that we feel things we don't want to feel, see things we don't want to see, suffer things. There's a lot of trouble. There's also a lot of boredom, a lot of monotony of our chores, a lot of difficulty in relationships. Life has always been hard. There's always been death. There's always been disease. There's always been warring, and it always will be like that. And it's very important that you reconcile to that. So rather than waiting for this amazing life to show up, it's really important you begin creating. We've all been given an ability to create. Unfortunately, we've become consumers as our main job, and we don't even know about creating. So I don't want you to sit around bummed out, feeling like my life sucks and I've got nothing to do today. And I just wish that I could be, married, or if I had kids, or if I had grandkids, or if I was thinner, or if I was rich, if I was healthier, then I can start my life. But that is a lie that will rip you off of the day, because you'll feel like life isn't enough today. I don't like it. I'm not going to live it. It needs to be different for me to live it. But that's because you don't know how to live, and you don't know how to engage reality. You've not been trained. You've never had an opportunity. You need to understand that if you're waiting for a spouse, that person is not necessarily going to make you happy. In this culture, sadly, if you finally marry a man, he might be pornographic. And if you marry a woman in this culture, she could be very vain, very petty, controlling, and ungrateful. I know women who have been barren. They've not been able to have children even though they wanted them. I've known people to go through awful divorces, young or old, or multiple marriages. I've known older mothers who lost their adult children and were devastated. Throughout history, life has been full of trouble. And if you're in reality looking around, it's still full of trouble. So it's important to begin to cultivate peace and contentment and satisfaction in yourself today. And not wait for something, because everything has trade-offs. There's always difficulties. I've seen very happy Christian women married, but then they go, I miss my freedom. They've got a bunch of kids and they're tired of all the little hands kneading everything, touching everything, and they're just worn out. Of course there's joy, but there's always difficulty. So really the goal is to find peacefulness and a peaceful productivity. Sadly, your brain has been programmed by Disneyland and by so many Hollywood lies. But life is very simple. So I don't want you to be afraid of the boredom or the monotony or what you find to be dull. It's simply that your brain has been programmed for an unreality, and so now it's just touching down and getting grounded. So don't be afraid of it, but I want to encourage you to get up, get your clothes on, get out of your pajamas, eat a wholesome meal, and make a list of chores today. Things you can do around the house, knowing you're not missing out. There is nothing going on out there that you need to be a part of. All you need to be a part of is cultivating order in your home, peace in your home, developing the skill sets to take care of your home. Your home is the most important place in the whole world, and you don't want the world in it. The world is full of chaos, but you can create a peaceful environment. And of course, We can always have hopes and prayers for things in our life to change. But I believe the most important thing that needs to change is ourselves. So that when something special comes along, we can actually appreciate it. If you do get a wife, you'll appreciate her and you won't be wanting to check out all these other ladies and watching pornography. That you as a woman, you can change so much that when you do get a husband, you can be grateful for him. You can value who he is and cheer him on, appreciate everything he does. Or if you're given children, you won't expect them to be these extraordinary sports stars or make millions of dollars as a computer programmer. You're just going to be grateful that they're alive. Right? So don't underestimate that you might not be ready to receive a lot of these things in your life that you're waiting for, because you're not ready for them, because you won't be grateful for them when they come. Because if you're not grateful now, if you don't know how to have peace now and contentment and satisfaction in your day, as simple as it might be, you are not ready. And you will be gravely disappointed, and it will be sabotaged, and it will end. And you will accrue more misery in your life, and you don't need that. So I want you to cultivate the little simple things today and take care of getting your house in order and peaceful. All right, I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye. This is a little bonus here at the end. So I am very concerned for your mind because you are so used to feeling high through all of these screens, and whether drugs, alcohol, pornographic stuff, weird, illicit, sex, whatever you're doing, you're used to this big high, and so anything else feels flat and boring and dull and dead. So I want you to know you can get your mind back. It takes time. You have to adjust to feeling pretty low, and eventually you're going to enjoy simple pleasures. Life can now, in its most simple, basic form, bring incredible amounts of joy. So one thing about Mama Jess, I've basically become like a trapper now that I've lived on farms. And the amount of joy, the pleasure I take in finding a rodent in one of my traps is like, it's up there. Like, it's a high degree of joyfulness. And who would have thought? We were extreme sport people, and I was so used to feeling high off of all kinds of things. And now, finding a little mouse, I just wanted to show you. So this mouse right here has been bothering me for weeks. As soon as I try to go to bed, he starts rustling around in any kind of paper product around the house, keeping me up. So just yesterday, this is what I found. This makes me very happy. So I know this is probably gross to you, a dead little critter, and it would have been gross to me years ago, but these are the little pleasures of life. So I take pleasure in everything I do. So I tell you about the trouble in life, but I have more joy in life now that I've reconciled to all of the hardship. So I want you to look forward to a lot of joys, and you can get excited about a dead mouse, just like Mom and Jess. All right, you have a great Saturday. I want you to tackle every little chore you can think of. May chores be a special time for you to take back your mind, take back your day. And even if you have to slug through the first so many Saturdays feeling really low, it's okay. I went through many low years trying to get my mind back, and I got it back. So you will get yours back too soon enough. All right, I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.